talk about the new Battle Royale game mode that's coming out. So, you've probably been hearing a lot about it, right? And this is from Infinite Leaks. This is their Twitter handle right here. They've said that the Tatanka game mode, which is the Battle Royale, that's the code name for it. This is being developed by certain affinity. Should have about 60 to 100 bots. Now, they say bots, right? This isn't players, okay? But I have spoken to them. And the bots, if you've ever played against them in Halo Infinite, okay, they run server side. Okay, they're not running client side; they're running server side. So it this could roughly equate to players, right? So this is a good sign that we will probably see 60 to 100 players. Okay, so these are the different uh, types of game modes. We have duos, quads, free for all, and it's expected to come season 3. That's what they're saying. This follows similar trends to other game modes and maps that have released. I think that the main reason I think they're saying this is because this is when it's also been theorized that Forge is going to release, based on what 343 has said, and in the game files there is some kind of Forge type thing very intertwined with this game mode. So people think that it's going to come out around this time. And just so we're clear, Infinite Leaks is run by data miners. So these people are game devs. They know what they're talking about. Okay, so this brings on to my next point. Okay, so Halo Hub is not run by developers. It's not run by data miners. Uh, Now I don't have a great dislike for Halo Hub, but I really wouldn't put a lot of stock in what they say. If it's their opinion, their sources, their sources seem pretty good. Like their 343 sources, they have lined up with things that have happened in the past. So I'm not gonna say that, but just opinion pieces like this. Okay, this is complete bullshit. All right, and I'll explain to you why. 100 animated player models, that's run client side, and this doesn't mean anything. Okay, this is not the same thing as running a server side 100 bots like I was talking about previously right here. Okay, this is not the same thing as this. Okay, so don't put any stock in this. I would be extremely surprised if we didn't see a frame rate drop. I'm not saying it's going to be drastic, but I would be extremely surprised if it just doesn't. It wouldn't make any sense. It would somehow be different from any battle royale that's come out. If you've ever played Warzone or Apex, they all run lower frame rate than there are other modes that are smaller, right? So that's the one thing. That's two things out of the way, right? And then the third thing, right, is what is the player's perspective on a battle royale? Now you can see in this poll right here that it looks pretty good, right? 56.4%. However, if we look at Mint Blitz, so he's done polls in the past, right? And look, so right here, are you excited for a Halo Infinite Battle Royale like game mode? And as you can see, 63% say no. This is from a YouTube poll. Okay, so obviously there's a very large disparity. Now people are saying because it's the vote count. As you can see, it says 90K right here. It says 4K right here. Now I'll explain to you why. If you've ever taken statistics, or if you've ever taken any sort of, or you know anything about statistics, right? Uh, Obviously the population of the poll does matter, right? But it would not result in a margin of error this great. Okay, this would not happen. It would be off. It wouldn't be off by a factor this large. It would be off by a few percent, maybe like 10%, plus or minus, right? This is off by like 40%. Okay, so the reason why it's like this is just because of sampling bias. Okay, it's just plain and simple. Halo Hub and Mint Blitz, especially considering this is on YouTube versus on Twitter, it's completely different sample selection. Okay, these are totally different populations that they are doing polls on. So don't put any stock into these polls. Either one of these could be correct. Just don't put any stock into it, okay? Because if you really think about it, right? If you probably get polls all the time on YouTube that you have no idea where they're even from, and you just answered something because you wanted to see the answer, right? So that's why it's a good idea to always put like a see results option. So you want to avoid that. But even if you did that, it still wouldn't eliminate even close to most of the sample selection bias, right? Um, so that's the thing, right? And if you just look at their demographics, most people that watch Halo YouTubers aren't like casual fans. They're hardcore fans. I'm not saying that all of them are hardcore fans, but especially if you're following a leaker like this, right? Uh, I don't know. This is just totally anecdotal, right? This is I don't have like a study to back this up, obviously, but this is totally anecdotal. But anyone that I've ever known that follows a leaker, especially like Halo Hub, are almost always hardcore fans that are very interested in content that hasn't even released or been spoken about yet. So that's why it's important to just not put too much stock into these polls. I've seen a lot of people talk about these polls and like what it means and blah blah blah. It's just bullshit, guys. If you wanna know what actually happens, you're just gonna have to wait, and you're just gonna have to wait and see. My personal opinion is I think the battle royale is a great idea. I think as long as they release other content for the main game, because I'm a very competitive player myself. I'm high Onyx peak. I love ranked, so I don't want to see Battle Royale just take over the entire Halo space. But I do want to see a Battle Royale mode. I think that would be very, very interesting. They're saying right here up to 60 teams. I'm fairly certain this is in reference to free for all. Uh, because you can have like, you as yourself is considered a team, right? So I think that's what they're counting it as. Yeah, so that's pretty interesting. There's really not much more to say about it. Uh, I think it'll be a really, really interesting game mode, especially if it has a Forge-like aspect to it, like Fortnite Creative, but just on a whole different level. Because Fortnite Creative is cool and all, but the Forge leaks that we've seen so far has shown that there would be an incredible, incredible amount of capabilities, especially with the new scripting that they're implementing with Forge supposedly. Which, if you don't know what scripting is, it's basically like, let's say you get like 10 slays, right? And the game recognizes you get 10 slays, and it just like I don't know, it shoots fireworks in the air, okay? Because it just all like not that fireworks are possible, but just imagine it was. It would just be like the game recognizes you did something, and then it takes what you did, and then it does something that you programmed into it, like a function, and then it does that. The function would be like the fireworks, right? So that's basically it. This is just a placeholder. This is like I guess when you look in game files, sometimes they have placeholder files like this, and I'm assuming that's what this is. So as you can see, we have just a Spartan here. This guy's a rocket launcher, so maybe this means we'll see rocket launchers in the battle royale, which would be interesting. I don't know how they're gonna do that. Maybe they'll do power weapons somehow. I've heard that they might be doing something with Halo 5 Warzone, and that's why another thing about Halo Hub is that they keep saying that it's not a battle royale. Look, you see, they say right here. They say we've been very careful not to call it a battle royale. Let me be very clear, guys. If you look at the settings, right? So they've actually released the settings. I'll show you right now. So let's see here. Infinite leaks. Okay. So they've actually released the settings. This is the data. This is the data leak, right? Right here. So this is one piece. This is one part of the settings, right? Number of teams remaining. To trigger sudden death, right? 2. This is the default setting. Okay. Use individual life pods. This is really, really cool. Now, life pods may be ODST pods. So, like, you know how in if you ever play Halo ODST, or if you've ever seen anything related to ODSTs in Halo, they drop from these space pods. I think in the beginning of what Halo was it? Was it 2 or Halo 3? Like you drop from a space pod at one point. I can't quite. I think I know. I'm pretty sure in Halo ODST you do drop. I know for in Halo ODST I know for a fact you drop in a ODST pod, and also there was a Halo ad that had ODST pods dropping. I can't show it because of copyright, but you can look that up. So it'd be really sick if like you start in the beginning of the game and you're like in a life pod, and you drop from space and like you can land wherever you want. Like that'd be amazing, right? And then so this is the last remaining to trigger sudden death. So I assume if you ever played Minecraft Hunger Games, the original Minecraft Hunger Games, which is a battle royale. Basically, if you're the last two people standing and you were like far away from each other, it would just automatically put you in an arena and it would put you in sudden death, right? So maybe that's what it's talking. This is only a small part of the settings. I can show you the other settings screen too. But as you can see, containment zone's most likely a shrinking circle. That's just what I. So if you ever play PUBG or Fortnite, it would be a shrinking circle like the storm from those, right? And so this is where I come back to what Halo Help was talking about, right? They keep saying it's BR like. We're really saying that it's not a battle royale. There's no evidence for it this way. It's only BR like. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you straight up. I think this is complete baloney. Okay, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be a battle royale. So if you're expecting anything but a battle royale, I mean, I say that very like arrogantly, but like, all the evidence points was there, as I just showed you, right? It's going to be a battle royale. Now, will it have Warzone like aspects? And I'm not talking about Call of Duty Warzone. I'm talking about Halo 5 Warzone. Maybe it'll have different gun customization, like from Warzone. It might have like AI bot type fights, like in Warzone. It might have these things, right? But that's not battle royale like with Warzone. That's battle royale with Warzone like aspects. It's not the other way around. They have it flipped. And I think the reason that they're saying this is because in the past they've said like a million times how they don't think there's ever going to be a battle royale, and then all of a sudden all this news comes out and leaks come out where there's going to be a battle royale. So they really don't want to flip flop on what they said before, so they keep saying that it's not quite a battle royale. It's a battle royale, okay, guys? They just don't want to admit they're wrong because they don't want people to think that they're not credible, okay? And I've already spoken on this in the beginning of the video, so if you want to hear about what I think about their credibility, you can go back and look at the beginning of the video. But that's basically the gist of it, right? So that's basically all the information we have. I'll show you what the other setting screen was. It should be right. Yeah, it's right here. So look, you can see sudden death. We were just looking at all this life pod, containment zone. Um, so you can see all that. This is related to loot. So I guess there will be loot of some kind. There's going to be revive, execute enabled, bleed out enabled. I If people are saying this is going to be assassinations, do not get your hope up for that at all. I am highly doubtful it's going to be like assassinations. If anything, it'll be like if you've ever played attrition, you're going to be able to like execute like that. That's what it most likely will be. So if you want to look at attrition, it's basically like I don't quite remember, but I'm pretty sure if you go down in attrition, you can revive your teammates, but I'm pretty sure the enemy can execute you. But there's no like animation involved in it at all. You're just basically killing them. Uh, and then these are the rest of the settings. Horde operation enabled, destroy operation. This may have something to do with AI. This is what the Warzone like aspects were talking about before, right? Um, and that's basically it, right? So the only other thing is what was this? This is basically data mined information on the battle royale. They think that so this is how many times it's been test played by QA testers, which are people that play like video games for a living. They like test a video game to see if it works or not. This is how many times it's been tested, right? And this is how many times it's been tested. I assume today. It says recent, but I'm pretty sure it's by the day. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. So if you like the video, you like my content, please like and subscribe. If you don't, just dislike and don't subscribe, I guess. All right, well, have a nice day, guys.